Good day, everyone. My name is Achuba Victor, and this is Trading Forex. So, today I'm just going to be talking about some situations that we all come across while trading the ICC concept. And one of the situations that we come across is that there's sometimes where we get into the chart to take a trade, and during the New York session in a certain pair, we see both buys and we see sells at the same time, and we kind of get confused which one is the correct way to go. We kind of get confused which position to take and what direction to focus on because we have seen buys and we see sells. When I was coming up in trading, when I was still learning how to trade, I came across that a lot. Situation whereby I take a buy, and when my buy position is still in play, I start to see sells. I close my buys, I take sells, and then my buys ends up playing out. Sometimes vice versa. So I'm going to be talking about that in this video, and I'll be using Nasdaq as my case study to make my explanations more basic for everyone. So I'm going to use the scenario that happened on Nasdaq to explain this. So we have here on Nasdaq a situation where we have here on Nasdaq where price was first of all, price was in an uptrend overall. It's always important to keep an eye on the overall trend when you're taking a trade or when you're trading the ICC concept. It's always very important to keep an eye on the overall trend, to stay with the trend and not complicate things when trading the ICC concept. So we have here price making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, which indicates an uptrend, right? And then we have this situation where for the first time price kind of takes out the lows, right? Goes on and then struggles to make a new high. And that kind of here price makes a new low here, goes on and struggles to make a new high in this situation. As you can see, price struggles to make a new high here. Try going higher, tried going higher, and you see price clearly struggling to make. You see price clearly struggling to make a new high in this situation, right? So we know that here is a point of interest where you wanna see that price is struggling to make a new high. So you expect that price when price is struggling to make new highs, what do you expect? You expect that price will start making new lows, right? So price made a new low under this level, which I called my indication for price trying to go further lower, right? That's how targeting these lows and this low, right? That was my that was the way I was thinking about it when this was happening, that I took this trade, right? I knew for a fact that I knew for a fact that this for the fact that price struggled to make a new high here. Price then made a new low. So because price struggled to make a new high, I expected to see price making lows. And price made a new low here, giving me an indication. So when price corrected itself back under these levels, I took sell positions. I took sell position here. I took sell position here. I had my stop loss above this high here, and I was generally targeting this level, generally targeting this low here, right? So when price got to this low, price made another indication. That's the way I'll stretch this out. Price made another indication under these levels, right? So seeing price make another indication under these levels, I knew that okay, all we wanted to see was a correction. Let me use this. So we knew price making indication under this level, all we wanted to see was a correction, and after the correction, then we can look to continue taking price down. Price looked like it was trying to sell, right? So And that was exactly what we kept on playing with. That was exactly how we kept on trading the market. And after we got the correction here and price started to drop back down, we were able to get into the trade, had stop loss above here, and the profit was under these levels. So now this gets us to what I'm trying to talk about in this video. So after I'm going to take this one off for now. I'm going to push this one a little bit in. So after we see price make a new indication here, generally how ICC works is that after how ICC works in general is that price makes a new indication. Price makes a new indication under a certain level, showing you of price intention to go further below that, right? So after an indication, you expect to see correction, and after the correction, then you expect to see price continue pushing down. This is how ICC works, right? So in this scenario, that was exactly what I was expecting after price made a new indication under these levels. I'll mark this level out so it makes sense. So after price made a new indication under these levels, after price made a new indication under these levels, after price made a new indication under this level, I knew that okay, all I'm waiting for is a correction because this is a new level. This is an indication of price telling us that it wants to go lower, and all I was waiting for was a correction. So when price corrected itself all the way back here, I can give gonna give an idea that price made a higher high instead of just stopping here. Instead of respecting these highs here, made another high. So that kind of gives you an idea that maybe buys are getting into the market, right? So you gives you an idea that maybe buys are getting into the market, and price ends up coming all the way down. And as you can see under this level, price struggled to go lower because, like I say, we know that this is a new level, right? And this being a new level, you know, so we know that this is a new level, right? And this being a new level, we know that sellers have more control of the market under these same levels, right? So when price made this high and then came all the way down and struggled where sellers are supposed to be in control, that was giving signs that maybe buyers are also starting to gain some control in the market. So when price pulled up into the area, meanwhile, when in this is whereby you see sales in the market, under these levels, sales are in control of the market. But then you also starting to see buy potentials. And that is where you kind of get confused and kind of wonder how you are going to approach the market. But as long as you follow price action and just follow up with what price is doing, then you can definitely get an idea of what you should be doing next and how not to get caught up in your emotions. So price comes all the way down. After price made a high here, comes all the way down and struggles to continue going lower where sellers should be in control of the market. Because if price struggle to go lower where buyers are in control of the market, then you can say that okay, but it's struggling to go lower where sellers should be in control of the market, and that also gives you an idea, right? So seeing that price made a new high here and also struggling to go lower where sellers should be in control, I started to get an idea that maybe buyers are starting to get to this market. So we see price make this high here. Not really, not actually a new high, but we see price reject this area, tries to go up, and then comes down again and rejects this area for the second time. And while getting this area, it started to create a higher high. This is a low, a higher low, and another higher low. And the only thing that is left for this to turn to an uptrend is a high high. Because what an uptrend is when you see price making higher lows and higher highs. So you see that price has already made a low, made a higher high, made a higher low, another higher low. And the only thing that I was waiting to see is to see if price was going to make a higher high. And the price made a higher high, I knew instantly that okay, this is price trying to go up. This is price starting to turn bullish, and this is the indication that I should start looking for buys instead of sells. So in that situation, you can call this the indication of price trying to make new lows. So why all this was going on inside this area is where you want to call your no trade zone, right? Because inside this area, we don't know what price is trying to do. It will go up or it will go down. So, but above this area, we know for a fact that above this area, that price made a new indication here, and was above this area, that price is bullish, right? So after we've seen that price made a high here, now I also called this level kind of like a new indication, if that's what you want to call it. But it was already obvious to me that price is trying to go up instead of go down, because now I see that price is starting to form a higher low and a higher high. That was how I was able to get into this position here, because as soon as I saw price make this high, saw this leg come down and price failed to uh, go lower than this, I decided to get into the trade above this level and use my stop loss at this leg that price made here. I put my stop loss at this leg price made here, trying to come back down, and my overall target was actually this level, because don't forget that this was also an indication for price before price started to come down. So I was targeting these highs or that high. I was targeting these highs or this one. So, and that was how I came by taking this position. So if you look here, you're gonna find out that yeah, the initial plan was to take sales, which made sense because we saw that price was kind of making lows, respecting highs, making lows, respecting highs. So the initial plan was to take sales under this level. But after price made this high and gave us an indication that maybe price is trying to go, maybe buyers are starting to get to the market, made this low, and after price struggled to sell where sellers are supposed to be in control of the market, and then price shoot up, came back and struggled to break below this level again. That gave an idea that this might be the turning point for price to start going up. So when you're trading, as long as you keep keep up with price action, as long as you don't get carried away by market movements, because market is dynamic, it changes, right? You can be seeing buys right now, and within the next few minutes you start to see sells. So as long as you keep the price action, keep things simple, and just keep following what price is doing, then navigating through the market during these circumstances is going to be easy for you, especially if you trade the ICC, because the ICC makes trading so easy, and it just gives you a clear indication and a clear clarification of where you should be getting into the market and where you should not be getting into the market. That's why I like this strategy, because it gives you a clear clarification of where you should and you shouldn't be getting into the market. So this was just a simple price action. As you can see, there was no indicators used or anything. This is just simple price action that was used to determine this trade. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I'll be dropping more tips. Thank you and have a great day.